Hello everybody, CrackedyHere here, and today I will be bringing you guys a new build order, this time for the Japanese. Japanese, one of the 6 new civilizations coming out in the new DLC, the Sultans, coming out in 2 days on the 14th of November. I've got an early preview, and today I will be showing you one of the new build orders that I've come up with. This one for the Japanese. It involves going for a really quick Yuma Bannerman from your stable. The Yuma Bannerman is a little bit stronger than a knight actually, than a feudal age knight. Has more HP, has a charge attack. And if you get these unique upgrades that the Japanese have access to, they get an additional +1 melee attack upgrade. If you get those, you're actually able to 2-shot villagers with the charge. So build order starting off, we get 1 villager out from our initial 6. He builds a forge, one of the unique buildings for the Japanese, as well as a farmhouse here, and he's going to be going on to gold. Next villager goes on to sheep, and then the next villager after that goes on to gold. So right now we're at a 6-2 split right here. Going to be sending the next villager on to the sheep as well. Now, in order to get the Bannerman, it's a unique mechanic for the Japanese. You're able to upgrade your town centers as a Japanese. You see here, it's going to be the Daimyo Manor upgrade. It costs 300 stone, which is quite a bit, but it provides you with 1 increased cap of your Bannerman Samurai. And we want to be producing the Bannerman from the stable here, in order to put some aggression on our opponent and be able to scale our economy behind it as well, as every upgrade here in the TC increases your villagers' harvesting rate from farms by 25%. This plays in really nicely with the Kura Storehouse landmark here. Universal drop-off location that creates a farm around the landmark every 45 seconds, and if you don't have any more space around it to create an additional farm, you instead will be generating wood. Very solid landmark. We're getting close to our age up here. We're going to be aging up with 2 villagers right now. We're currently on 9 villagers on food. After getting up to 9 villagers on food, next villagers are going to be going on to wood. Just 1 drop-off away in order to be able to click up. There we go. 2 villagers going to be aging up. Kura Storehouse, leaving 2 tiles distance here between our TC. A little bit of the farm area is going to be blocked here by the wood line, but we'll just be able to gather wood here, and in the end, we'll be able to get those 3 farms out. And even if you don't, you're going to be getting free wood, so you'll just be able to place your farms elsewhere. With that, we're also going down to 5 villagers on food. We're going to be redistributing our villagers in order to have 4 on wood, and the others are going to be going over to stone. We're also taking 1 of our gold villagers off of gold as well. We only need single gold villagers because the Japanese are able to passively gather both stone and gold from the respectively different outcroppings. So you see here, we drop off 10 gold, we're getting 2 stone for free. Alright, right now in the meantime, we're sending more and more villagers over to stone. We need a total of 5 villagers on stone in order to be able to get our Daimyo Manor in just before our age up is finished, or just after our age up finishes. With that, we'll be getting our increased Bannerman cap, and that is what we want to get as soon as possible. Something else to note as well, in this build order, I'm fitting in the Tawara upgrade from our farmhouse. This increases our villagers' movement speed by 7%, increases their carry capacity by 3, and also makes them gather from berry bushes a little bit faster. This is very nice, because if you get the second upgrade, you get another one of this in feudal age. A little bit more expensive, but there we go. It also increases the gathering rate from berry bushes by 25%. You get both of these, and with that, you'll actually be able to gather from berries faster than the Dali or the Abbasid would. Now, after having 5 villagers here in stone, we're having 1 of our next villagers build a farmhouse here, and after that he's going to be going on to wood. We need 150 wood in order to be able to build up our stable. Next villager after that is going to be going on to gold. See, right now we have a 5-4-2-5 split here. Want a little bit of extra gold in order to be able to afford that initial Bannerman. The Cavalry Bannerman costs 110 gold, 140 food, so it's a little bit pricey. Gonna need the gold for that. We also just managed to get the stone required for our Daimyo Manor. This takes 20 seconds to research and gives you a free villager after that, so there's no real idle time on the TC there. Age up just about to come in. We're gonna need 1 last drop off here for our stable. With that, we have enough wood. A little bit of gold need as well. There we go. Enough gold. We're going to have our wood villagers here build that stable. Daimyo Manor is coming in. We're getting a free farm as well. That's getting boosted up. Going to soon be sending a villager onto that. Stable is going to complete, and with that, we're going to be looking at a 5:55-ish timing here. I could queue this one right away, but I actually don't have it hotkeyed right now, so you see my Scout and my Yuma Bannerman, they're both on R, and if I press R, it's just a Scout, so it took me a second there to click that. But we're looking at roughly, since it only takes 15 seconds to train, at a 5:10 kind of timer for that Yuma Bannerman to be out on the field. And look at the stats on that bad boy. You get a block attack, the deflection here, the deflection armor. It buffs up nearby cavalry by 15%. 230 HP, that is 40 HP more than a normal feudal age knight has. And right now, we have multiple options what we're going for. You see, I went down to 3 villagers here on stone after researching the Daimyo Manor. What that still allows me is to passively go up to the Daimyo Palace, further increasing the gathering bonus from the farms, as well as me gathering up the gold here. Oh, that is a little bit unfortunate right now. As well as me gathering up the gold here right now, allows me to upgrade the Hisakuri upgrade as well. That's the second one, second damage upgrade. And if you get that, combined with your charge attack, the Naginata, as well as your normal attack after the charge, you're actually going to be able to two-shot villagers that don't have any upgrades on them. If your opponent doesn't have textiles, we're playing against Delhi AI, so he's getting textiles, but in theory, your opponent isn't going to get textiles this early on if they're not playing Delhi. You can two-shot villagers, which is very, very nice, helps you keep your opponent on the back foot. After that, you're also going to be able to further produce horsemen in this build order, and just overall bring the aggression to your opponent while still being able to scale your opponent economy with those Daimyo farms, with the Daimyo farm aura. Also, so you got the upgrades here. We're going to be able to get the upgrade here soon as well. We're going to need 2 more drop-offs there to be able to get the second part of the wheelbarrow upgrade. And with that, once we're out of the sheep, we can just send new villagers over to the farm set spawn around the Kura storehouse, as well as get our villagers onto the berry bushes. Gives us a really, really nice economy in order to just keep massing out units and pressure our opponent. Then we're also able to transition into barracks on archer range and just pump out units and keep our opponent on the back foot the entire time. It is always strong to keep your opponent on the back foot as the Japanese, because you'll be able to scale your economy much, much quicker than your opponent. Getting 25% increased gathering rate on these farms is quite huge early on, and if you get to the Daimyo Palace, it's even bigger. 50% bonus, like other civilizations need to go to the Imperial Age and research all the food upgrades in order to be able to get a comparable gathering rate, so it's quite strong. It is quite strong. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the build order. Feel free to follow, like, and subscribe on the channel here. It helps me out a lot over here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.